Yeah, just getting on the field was it's great to get these guys back out, the whole group. We had those 2 days in mini camp. We'll just keep building on today.
Adam, what is the issue with Brian Flynn?
Hopefully we get him back tomorrow. We were giving him an extra day, kind of doing a little extra conditioning and just make sure that he's good to go. But we should have him out there very soon.
So his conditioning was holding.
No, his conditioning was all right. We gave him an extra day. We didn't want to throw him out there right away.
What is your overall confidence or level of concern that the quarterback's better?
I'm confident in how we're progressing right now. I think Sam has really grasped the offense. Oh, I thought you said quarterback. I was going to say. Jeez. Corner. Obviously, we need some of these young guys to come along quickly. We knew coming in that, we had 2 guys that are veteran players. We have a lot of young guys and a lot of guys with no experience. And, we're thin. And we need guys to develop quickly. And we're going to need guys to play well in the preseason and practice well and step up.
How do you mask potential deficiencies at that area?
That's why Greg Williams is here.
Do you believe you guys need to add a couple more bodies there in terms of maybe not necessarily young guys, but veterans who have done it?
Yeah, that's what personnel's for. My job is to coach the team, and we have those discussions. Right now we're at where we need to be as far as number-wise goes, and these guys have been working since April, and they've earned the opportunity to get a shot, and that's what we're going to do.
Early impression today of Le'Veon and how he looked?
Like he's hadn't missed a beat. Walked in, knows what's going on, looked good, caught the ball well, ran the ball well. You can't tell that he's missed any time.
He said, and he was tongue-in-cheek at him, but he said that he'd be up to 500 touches if it gets you guys a Super Bowl. In your offense, realistic.
I'll agree with him on that statement. It's whatever we have to do to win. Obviously he is an elite player, and anytime that we can get him the ball and find as many different ways as possible to get him the ball, that's what we're going to try to do. But at the same time, we know teams are going to be paying attention to him. We're going to need the other guys. That's why you're trying to get 5 guys out there in the skill positions that can help you in the passing game and the run game and make sure that everybody's a viable option. You don't want to have the one guy where they say, don't worry about him, he can't do anything.
But would you be averse to going heavy toward one running back as your history suggests?
It's hard to make that prediction because every game's so different. The flow of the game. You can have some weird stuff happen. All of a sudden, you're down 21-0. It becomes a completely different game. You get up 21-0, it becomes a completely different game. So it all depends on just kind of really the flow of the game and really what the defense sometimes is doing. They're trying to take him away, and now we have to go a different direction.
When we talked to you back in the combine, you kind of talked about you didn't want to put Robbie Anderson in a box. You didn't want to limit what he can do. Now that you've had him throughout OTA's minicamp, you've had him for 1 training camp practice, what is his potential?
Yeah, I think right now where we're at, our offense is a blueprint and pencil really, and we've talked to our guys about this. It's really their job to put it in Sharpie. It's their job to show me what we're going to be, and right now it's huge for Robbie. We're trying to do as much as possible and keep giving him different routes to run. And today he had something that he had never run before. He's like, don't watch that one. That was terrible. But it was the first time he did something, and that's what we want. We want him to experiment with some different types of route instead of just, I know he can run a go route. I think everybody knows that. So we just want to keep finding ways to mask that and keep running different stuff. And then when that time comes, and that helps him get open that much easier.
He mentioned, Adam, when he talked to us, working with Hines Ward. How did that come about, and how valuable is it to have a guy like that?
It was interesting. It was this summer. Joe said something to me about how, they had kind of talked about bringing him in at Philly at one point to work in a training camp, and he had done it in Pittsburgh. And when his name came up, he reached out to Hines, and then I had a conversation with Hines, and then we got it done and got him here. So he got here, I think, the first day was Monday, and that was, watching him go through the offense and pick it up as fast as he has. It's funny because being with Emmanuel Sanders, he helped groom him, and just seeing his notes and how Emmanuel used to do it, I'm like, well, now I know who taught him how to do it.
Didn't see Brian Winters out there. Is it just he's having a kid, right? Is that all that was?
Yeah, he should be back tomorrow.
Adam, when you have someone like Le'Veon, Le'Veon was just up here, and it's obvious he missed the game so much, and he's out there running conditioning tests twice just because he has so much energy, so excited. How are you gonna manage him and his enthusiasm, because it's positive thing, but just making sure you're doing the right thing?
Yeah, you kind of get, once we get in the flow of training camp and the communication, he's been great with me as far as telling me how he feels, what he likes. He hasn't told me he doesn't like anything yet. I'm sure there'll come a point where we'll try something and be like, I'm not feeling that. Probably be closer to games. But we're always going to keep a close eye on that, especially when a guy has had as many touches over his career as he has. We're going to be aware of that. Right now, today was day one. And as we go through training camp, we'll just constantly be in communication with him. How's your body feel when we get pads on and things like that? Like right now, we're still in those spider pads, so it's not the same. When they kind of start thudding each other up and stuff, we'll see how his body feels, and we'll just be in constant communication on that.
When's the first padded practice?
The first one we'll start when after these 2 days. So that third day we'll get it going. Yeah. That's
your
it.
takeaway after your first training camp with the Jets, day one?
I mean, it was great energy. A lot of different looks by the defense, shockingly. We got a lot to clean up. This first day, we just got to get a lot better, extremely fast.
I saw Jamal walking off, and I asked him, just in one word, describe your head coach based off one practice today. He said, I have to give a few, but he's so competitive all the time. And he says, it's actually annoying. But he said it the positive way. Why are you so competitive?
Sounds like the same thing I said about him. That's why everybody in this building, that's why we're in this. It's just that competition, that's the best part of it. And this has been extremely fun since spring, going against our defense, because playing these guys for 3 straight years and going against Jamal for 2 years, and how frustrating it was to go against him, and now to get a practice against him and hear him, how he communicates to the guys in the field, because when you're on the sideline, you don't hear all that stuff. And then when you, as close as we are there, you can hear him talking, run past, and watch this, and this is coming. And it's really been eye-opening for me to see how smart he is, how much he knows, how much he recognizes, how fast he operates with the rest of his teammates. It's been very impressive, and how competitive he is. As soon as he steps on the grass, he is going. He's 100 miles an hour, and that's why everybody loves him so much.
Several players have mentioned there's a new energy and vibe, and they've echoed that from the first day. Why do you think that is?
Well, anytime you kind of start up, it's a new thing, and things are different. That's how it is. It's about being consistent, sticking with our process. That's really going to be the biggest thing right now. Great energy level, love it, but we gotta maintain that, and we got to maintain that when there's adversity, because in the NFL it's never going to be smooth sailing. Something's going to come up. We're going to lose somebody at some point where it's going to hurt, and then the next guy's got to step up, and the rest of the guys got to make sure they do their job, and we just got to maintain it.
It's just one practice, but is there any central theme that you want to get across over the first week so they can be consistent throughout?
We're just trying to do a good job of making sure that we're tight as a group, and we learn each other. This is a new group. It's not the same team from last year. It's a different coaching staff. A lot of the coaches, some guys have worked together, some guys haven't. We're all trying to really learn each other better than what we did in the spring. I mean, we weren't all together. We were hit or miss as far as how many guys were here all the time, which that's part of the off season. And now we're all together, and we just got to keep learning each other and just keep finding ways to get better.
Coach, I know this is you guys added Griffin the other day, and then you added Hodges yesterday. What was the thinking in adding Bucky Hodges to the room?
We needed some. I think we only had 4 guys at the time, and that position for us is one we like to use. We like to use multiple tight end sets, and we needed some guys out there, and we were lucky enough to be able to get some guys that have played a little bit. And for us, it's the more competition we can add and the more depth we could add at that spot, because it's a tough position to play. It's probably one of the harder positions to play, especially on offense outside of quarterback. So being able to add some guys that have experience, and we're able to walk out here and know the offense and and picking up really quick. I mean, they had a night and were able to come out here and function. That was good to see.
Coach, I know this is your first year with the Jets. The Jets haven't made the playoffs 8 straight seasons. So with all the new faces here, how much of a task is it to build a playoff team and to do it quickly?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're trying to do. I mean, it's a one day at a time process. I mean, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. You know, it's you have to grind. You have to work every day to get better. You know, we need to get better. We need to stay healthy. We need to make sure that we keep coming together as a group. I mean, it's going to take a lot of things for us to just get to that first game and make sure that we're ready to go. And we can't focus on, hey, what's going to happen in week 10 and 12 and make the play. We need to focus on tomorrow. That's what we need to focus on.
Last one here.
With Herndon obviously suspended for 4 games, how does that change kind of how his preseason might go in terms of how you'll use him?
Yeah, well, I want him working. He's a young player that needs reps, and he's going to be a big part of our offense when he gets back. So we need him to have a good training camp. We need him to stay focused on the task at hand.
Would you play him even more in exhibition games?
Yeah, we're not there yet. I got an idea in my head how we're going to do it, but you know, it's not the time and place because I haven't even spoken to him about it yet. I told him to worry about just coming out here and practicing well.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
All right, guys.
Start the playoff period.